What up? What up? What up? What up, fam? I come to you today to talk about the difference between critiques, critics, and fandom, which is fans. So, critics and fans, there are a difference between two. When you enter certain song entries or certain critiques or certain online like beat critiques, and they are to be respected for what they are. They are beat critiques, and they're very enjoyable. They're very fun. It's good to have everybody's like, you know what I'm saying, critique about what you're doing. But when you know what you're making is very, very appealing and catching already to the true audience that you're trying to capture, which is the fans, then I think you need to lean towards gravitating and getting more fans. So I would start off by saying that. But now, since I said that, I can just let this shit roll. Straight up and down, yeah. Can't nobody that don't do the same thing that you do, exactly that you do, tell you about what you do directly. They can't really be critiques. That would be like me critiquing, even though I played violin years ago, they'll be like me critiquing, and I do R&B music, and I do house, and I do yacht music primarily, which is majority like Caribbean and Afrobeat. But at the same time, there will be like me critiquing somebody that does classical music. I listen to classical music, but I don't know how to critique classical music because that's just not my thing. I'm not creating classical music right now. So for me to critique it, to critique what the audience needs in that particular genre will be crazy. There will be like a DJ that doesn't spin a certain type of genre trying to tell another DJ what to play. You don't even spin this type of genre, so how you gonna tell me what to play? You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, there will be like one genre telling another genre what to do. How would like think about that. Like there is a band of people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I won't call y'all out by the names I really want to call y'all. But there's a band of people on YouTube that don't even do the same genre that I do. You know what I'm saying? And they got something to say about my music. I'm like, yo, like, if we go to your page, you don't even do that type of music. So who are you to critique? Like, if I, like, real talk, I've had 5 years of hard experience as a DJ on the college circuit. And I'll tell you, when I never even take in requests, and this is no knock on, you know what I'm saying, any dudes out there, but I never take requests from dudes because y'all don't control the floor of the party. The ladies do. So I'm gonna listen to the ladies more than I'm gonna listen to y'all. And then on top of that, I'm looking at it like, if I'm a DJ, I'm looking at it like you don't DJ. So you don't even know how it is to be on this stage to follow the overall majority request of the party. Because if you play something and 70% of the dance floor leaves, you ain't doing your job. They done paid you too much money for the night. You know what I'm saying? Especially the parties that I did. You had to keep everybody on the dance floor the whole night to the point to where they got so tired, to the point to where when they was waiting on their ride, they was getting held up by their friend to get in the car. And it wasn't all because of liquor. It's because they was like, I'm so tired. I've been dancing all night. I've been moving all night. We've been just moving because the vibe and the party been great because the music's been great and the drinks been great. But at the same time, the music been great and we tired. We wore out. You wore us out in a good way. When they wake up the next day, they like, whoo, that was a great party. I probably won't party like that ever in my life because the combination of two, great music, great people, it might not come again. This might be at a family outing or whatever, but they know for a fact that energy might not ever come again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking to all the people who are really about that music. I ain't speaking to the people who just about, like, let me say this. All y'all hip hop heads, y'all think that the theories of music stops with hip hop and starts with hip hop. It fucking don't. Hip hop was made off sampling real music. When I say real music, I mean music that required more than just one person to make the actual music. Music that required musicians. Whether fucking it was Prince and he played 5 different instruments, or if it was a whole band like Morris Day and the Times. Y'all still sampling shit that multiple humans had to create for you to even use and for you to even create your genre. So all the hip hop heads out there, y'all can miss me with trying to dictate how the flow of the theory of music is. It's not based on your genre. So when shit is like loud, we might want it like that. When shit is too subtle, we might want it like that. When shit is a certain way, we might want it like that. It ain't meant for you. You listen to fucking hip hop, which was sampled from most of the stuff that I create from scratch. No samples, no loops. So you can miss me with that. Oh, I just you know what I'm saying? I'm making something. Oh man, I heard your stuff, man. Man, that snare sound too loud. No, miss me with that. Miss me with that. And I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't on one particular or no particular people. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm talking to my side, the people that make R&B, the people that make the different stuff, the people that make the no genre stuff, the people that make their own genre. Hell, yacht music. When I play yacht music for people, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a damn what you say because it's its own genre. So if stuff is too loud, too subtle, whatever, if you want to compare it to Afrobeat, it ain't really Afrobeat. It's yacht music. It's yacht music. That's what it is. It's to be respected as that genre. It's yacht music. So you can miss me with the, oh, this sound dated. Oh, this sound like this. Oh, this sound like that. Oh, this sound like the 80s. I meant that shit. I meant to do that. You know what I'm saying? You think certain movies that's created, you don't think they meant to do certain shots? You don't think they was like, I want this shit to sound, I want this shit to look old. I want this shit to look dated, like it felt like that. I want this shit to look like this time. Because bruh, Stranger Things, the whole theme and everything is based in the 80s, but it's sci-fi. It's based in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about how nostalgic that is. And people talking about some, oh, it's dated. Most of the stuff that's like, that's successful at the very, very top is nostalgic. It's dated. So I don't know what y'all talking about something being dated. You too much trying to be too futuristic to just slow down and understand that ain't nothing been done again. There's nothing new. Nobody has done anything fucking new. Name me somebody that's done something new. Please tell me, call my damn bluff. Comment down below. Name me somebody that's done something just outlandishly new that ain't got 2 or 3 genres fused together. It ain't just that. And it's like, oh, he doing something new. No, he doing that, and he doing that, and he doing that. He's just doing it in his own way, and y'all think it's something new. Oh, that's something new. No, it's 3 different genres. He grew up. He had parents. They inspired him to do this music. He had these music classes. Oh, he got inspired to do this from this person, and he got this from this person. And he fused them all together, and he created his own way of doing it. And he just had faith and confidence on his own intelligence and said, I want to do it like this. And then he said, I'm going to make a lot of this to the point to where this is how I do it. And I'm going to stand on this to where even if you think the snare is loud on such songs, the snare is loud on a Justin Timberlake and Timberland song. Like, what was it? What's the song? And another woman that can take this from my... Yeah. My love. Yeah. My love. The snare is too loud. Yeah. I had a best friend tell me, he was like, man, I don't know, man. I think that snare too loud on that song. I think that snare too loud. That's what he said. And he do music. He do production. He's worked for studios. So he does music to the level where I trust his judgment. He was like, man, that shit too loud. And ever since then, I've known that, yo, people do stuff on purpose. And then I had another friend to tell me today to like exploit the reasons why the snare is the snare that is loud. It's the reason why the snare is loud is because the melody, when it reaches that high point, the snare reaches it at the same time and makes that part bigger. So it's and it's there you go. That's it. Like, it's meant to do what it's supposed to do. It ain't something that, you know what I'm saying, like the person didn't hear it and was like, oh yeah, man, I turned it too loud and I know my shit is loud. It's like, no, I meant, yeah, that shit needed to be that loud. I sat there for a minute and was like, it was probably louder than that before. He probably was just like, ain't got it there for your listening pleasures. But if he turned it down to where it was regular, then it would be regular. It wouldn't have got your attention either. It wouldn't have matched the melody. It wouldn't have been great. So you got to do what you want to do at the end of the day. You just got to know the reason why you do it is for a real reason. Down to the mixing process, down to the tracking process, down to the selection of sounds, down to the drums that you have, down to the technology that you buy, down to everything. It's got to be for a reason. You cannot just be doing this for no particular reason. It has to mean something in that way. That's why there's a difference between critics and fans. I want fans. I don't want critics. I don't want my whole page to be dedicated to people that do the same thing that I do, because I ain't got no tutorials. I talk about music like I'm talking about it behind the scenes. And I'm talking about it right now is because, yeah, I am a part of this community. But like I told you before, I want 90% of my page to be music. And it's coming soon because I'm gathering music. And when it get there in the next 2 or 3 months, and I had to tell myself that the other day, it's like, man, you got to be patient. If you promise yourself to do something in a certain way, you got to prepare for war. You can't go to war if you ain't got your money right. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't about money, but you can't go to war if you ain't got your ammunition. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the same thing about me. I can't be on this virtual space really presenting music if I don't have the right amount of music that I need to really satisfy the means of the crowd. And people online, let's just be honest, it's an everyday thing. And so every day I must present something new. And so in music, if I'm going to do that, I must plan, I must manufacture, I must critique internally with my own people, with my own executive producer, you know what I'm saying, and my own songwriter, and then we pull in and then we get the right things that we need to present to the people, that we think, that we know for a fact that's banging. And when we present all those things to the people, that's when we know it's dope, because I trust my people. So I trust my internal critiques, but I need fans out in the world, in the real world. That's the mission. The mission ain't to get a bunch of people together that do the same thing. The mission is to have you doing a certain thing that's amazing, and to get people that can't do what you do, but they enjoy watching you do what you do. That's the real theatrics. That's the real art. That's the real glory of this whole thing. Whether it comes with a monetization to where it keeps you going in life, and you can do this and you can pool into this to where you can give those people 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000%. You know what I'm saying? 100,000%, because you might have been working every day, and then all of a sudden you come up on a financial means of a situation to where you can do this every day, and then you can present this in a light to where it is uncanny. If I can buy the type of equipment that I really wanted to buy, if money wasn't an option, it'd be sick. But it's getting there. But it'd be sick if I could buy the things that I really want to buy. Like, if money wasn't an option, it would be sick. So, I say all that to say, it's all about just setting that sail into finding fans, instead of setting that sail into trying to find people to critique your music. And you should get critique. Like, you should get critique to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that critiquing ain't bad. Critiquing is good. If you just starting out and you hadn't made songs yet, you hadn't worked with artists, you hadn't got any placements, and you hadn't been doing anything on, you know, any like major publication like television or online media or commercials or something like that, and you've gotten direct kind of in the world feedback from what your art is, then I would try to give critique. But if when you've been certified by people that you know that know music, then there's no reason to continue to try to get critique. There's no reason to continue to try to do beat battles. There's no reason, because you're just trying to do that because you're just trying to either get better amongst your peers and figure out your sound, or you're trying to be big amongst your peers and your peers as far as music producers. But if you're trying to create a world amongst yourself, then you gotta create a world amongst people who follow in you as fans. Whether they do music or not, they must follow you as a fan. So that is the mission. So, yeah, that's the goal, is to find your niche, find the thing that you do best, and continue to, I guess, craft it in a way to where you get the things that you need to pull together, whether it's technology, whether it's equipment, whether it's people, because people are worth way more than equipment could ever be worth. People give you the knowledge to buy the equipment that you necessarily need to do these things that you do. So that's one tip. But I'll say all that to say, yeah, find your niche, find the things that you really want to accomplish, and find the things that you really need to accomplish those things at the highest level of your imagination, and go beyond that. So, peace.